Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The biggest rivalry in the NBA is between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics. The Lakers want more championships to match the Celtics. Dalton Knecht has been playing well for the Lakers, but he has not been able to maintain a standard of play at the same level. Despite being a good player, Dalton Knecht will probably be traded after the season, unless Dalton Knecht starts to improve his game and hit more three-pointers. Dalton Knecht could be traded to the biggest rival, the Boston Celtics. The Luka Doncic era of Los Angeles Lakers basketball has begun on a fantastic note, as the group has come away winners of 7 consecutive contests to improve their record to 39-21 and assume position as the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. Though Los Angeles has predictably been led on offense by the generational tandem of Doncic and 4-time NBA MVP LeBron James, it's been their defensive success that has laid the foundation for their rise in the standings in recent weeks, even with a pronounced lack of frontcourt depth. In order to add a battle-tested center that can potentially help Doncic and James compete for a title in 2025-26, the Lakers' general manager Rob Pelinka could be inclined to check on the possibility of a sign-and trade to land the Boston Celtics' Al Horford this offseason, who the Celtics could reportedly prefer to move on from in search of a talented forward. Boston has decent depth at the 5 with Kristaps Porzingis, Luke Kornet and Neemias Queta, and a wing in place of Horford would make the defense a bit more mobile, Bleacher Report's Andy Bailey wrote Saturday. They already have a ton of highly switchable guards and wings. And the ability to shift on a dime and play big is part of what makes them so dangerous in the postseason. At 38 years old, Horford is an NBA champion and 5-time All-Star who has still proven to be serviceable for a competitive Boston team in season number 18, as he's contributing 8.1 points and 5.6 rebounds while knocking down 36% of his three-point opportunities and 90.9% of his chances at the free throw line. In exchange for the floor-spacing center, Los Angeles could potentially offer to provide Boston with a promising wing in the form of their 23-year-old rookie Dalton Knecht along with a large contract like that of Gabe Vincent or Jared Vanderbilt's and draft capital. Knecht, who would be thrown into a deal for the second time in a calendar year after the famously rescinded trade for Charlotte Hornets center Mark Williams prior to the February 6 trade deadline, could slot into Boston's rotation as a capable shooter at the small forward position. In 57 appearances for the Lakers this season, the University of Tennessee product has averaged 9.0 points and 2.9 rebounds on a solid 57.6% effective field goal percentage. As for Los Angeles, Horford's fit within their lineup as a proven shooting threat on offense and a solid rim deterrent at the defensive end would theoretically mesh well with Doncic and James' collective passing talent. Horford could provide the Lakers more inexperienced postseason players with invaluable mentorship while also acting as a major connective piece, possibly helping to lead the unit to title contention in 2025-26. Why Luka Doncic has been impressed with Jackson Hayes' rapid growth. Hayes has become a consistent lob threat. Since the offseason, it's been no secret that the Los Angeles Lakers were searching for a starting caliber center, even when Anthony Davis was still on the team. Before the blockbuster trade, Davis made it clear that he wanted a center alongside him in the lineup. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, it appears that the Lakers had the answer at center all along with Jackson Hayes. 345.5K. With the departure of Davis, Jackson Hayes has slotted into the Lakers' starting lineup at center and has developed a strong chemistry in the pick and roll with Luka Doncic. It's fitting that the duo has finally ended up as teammates considering that the Mavericks tried to trade for Hayes multiple times due to his fit alongside Doncic as a lob threat, as per Dave McMenamin of ESPN. During the Lakers' 136-115 win against the New Orleans Pelicans on Tuesday, Hayes scored a season-high 19 points on 8 of 8 shooting, with quite a few of those shots coming from Doncic lob passes. Following the game, Knetch spoke about his developing chemistry with Hayes and how impressive the big man has been. "It's good. You see that the first couple of games, we still had to get the feel for each other, know where he's going to be," Knetch said. "And I think it's getting better. And he's really good at reading those situations. If the guy behind me is inside the screen and goes over, he slips that. He's fast for a center, he gets open looks." Last season, the Mavericks surrounded Knetch with lob threats at the center position in Derek Lively II and Daniel Gafford. With his ability to read and draw the defense and make lob passes, mobile big men will have success playing alongside Knetch. LeBron James doesn't mind playing off-ball next to Luka Doncic. When the Los Angeles Lakers traded for Luka Doncic, there were some who questioned how he and LeBron James would fit next to one another. The concern was that both Luka and LeBron are used to having the ball in their hands and being the primary creator, and it simply isn't possible with both on the floor together. But from the beginning, James has said that the ball will be in Doncic's hands and that it needs to be in order for the Lakers to reach their potential. That has certainly been the case so far, and following the Lakers' 21-point victory over the New Orleans Pelicans, James spoke again about being comfortable in that off-ball role. "In order for us to be the team, ultimately, the ball needs to be in Luka's hands. I'm very comfortable playing off the ball," LeBron said. "Finding my spots, running the floor, getting outlet passes from Luka. Being on the backside of the defense is either being blitzed and pick and rolls or switched and pick and rolls track so many eyes and bodies. I've been very blessed to be able to be adaptable to whatever team I've been on throughout my career, to be able to change, and this is another instance." LeBron has adapted beautifully as teams are struggling to keep the Lakers' offense lead by he and Luka in check. As James noted, having Doncic allows for him to pick his spots to really turn things up and take over. Additionally, the attention Luka draws puts LeBron in advantageous positions as well, making it a real pick-your-poison for the Lakers' opposition. "I mean, anytime you able to get a body off of you or eyes off of you, and it unlocks a lot for you and for our team," James said about playing next to Doncic. "He attracts so many eyes and so many defenders when he's driving, his pick-and-roll coverage, his ability to make all the reads that, if I'm getting passes where a lot of guys closing out on me with a lot of dribble or they're not closing out on me, I'm able to now make reads where if it's 2 on the ball, then I'm the guy that has the 4-on-3 numbers, and I'm able to see all the other reads as well. I think it was one play against the Clippers where they blitzed Luka at the top of the key, and he swung it to me. I was in the slot. He swung it to me. And then I started to make the reads. And I was able to find Gabe Vincent for a wide-open 3 because they was blitzing. We had a numbers game, so it's kind of pick your poison when you have 2 brainiacs when it comes to the game of basketball." James and Doncic are 2 extremely high IQ players with the ability to find holes in defenses that no one else can. Putting them together gives the Lakers an advantage no one else has, and they are already figuring out the best ways to take advantage, which continues to lead to more wins for the Lakers. Lakers coach J.J. Redick credits LeBron James for giving up control to Luka Doncic. LeBron James is arguably the greatest player in NBA history and certainly one of the game's best creators of all time. He certainly has an argument to remain the Lakers' primary creator, but has instead ceded that to Luka Doncic, and head coach J.J. Redick gave him credit for relinquishing that control. "I think with LeBron, it's big time of him just to kind of hand over a little bit of the ball control," Redick said. "And we weren't having Bron bring it up a ton, but even in the half-court, playing off the ball and being comfortable with that I think is huge. Obviously he's still scoring at a very high level. We're gonna get him the ball when Luka is not in the game, we're gonna have him as the primary guy when Luka is not in the game. But being shot ready, all that stuff I think has been fantastic." Jackson Hayes as Lakers starting center. It's not just on the offensive end that Hayes has been making a huge impact for the Lakers. Defensively, he's provided the team with a rim protector in the absence of Davis. Hayes currently holds the 4th best defensive rating, 110.9, on the team behind only Jared Vanderbilt, Knetch and Jordan Goodwin, as per StatMuse. Hayes suffered an ankle injury earlier this season that sidelined him for 21 out of 22 games, but he's since made a strong return as one of the team's most dependable role players. Overall, Hayes has appeared in 39 games this season, with 18 starts, at a little over 18 minutes per game. He's been averaging 6.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, 1.0 steals and 1.0 blocked shots with splits of 71.8% shooting from the field and 72.6% shooting from the free throw line. The Lakers tried to upgrade their center position at the deadline with the failed trade for Mark Williams, but that deal being rescinded may have been a blessing in disguise. Hayes has come on strong since Knetch has joined the team, and he's solidified his role as the starting center. Jeanie Buss believes Anthony Davis wasn't happy with Lakers. What initially seemed unthinkable has evolved into one of the most consequential NBA roster moves in recent years, altering the trajectory of two Western Conference franchises in dramatically different ways. The Los Angeles Lakers stunned the basketball world by trading Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic. The move has propelled the Lakers to second place in the Western Conference, establishing them as legitimate title contenders behind the formidable pairing of LeBron James and Doncic. Lakers owner Jeanie Buss recently shed light on the behind-the-scenes factors that led to the surprising trade. Anthony Davis was complaining about where he was being played and he wasn't happy. So I think this was a positive for both teams. They got what they were looking for, we got what we were looking for, Buss told NPR, via NBA Central. Her candid comments revealed that Davis had grown increasingly dissatisfied with his role in Los Angeles. Coupled with recurring playoff struggles against the Denver Nuggets, Buss determined that a major shakeup was necessary to change the Lakers' championship fortunes. Despite the business decision, there appears to be no lingering resentment toward Davis. Meanwhile, the Mavericks find themselves fighting just to secure a play-in tournament berth. Davis made his Dallas debut on February 8 but hasn't played since due to an adductor strain. The situation has grown more dire following Kyrie Irving's season-ending ACL tear, raising questions about whether Davis will return before the regular season ends. Though some around the league questioned why the Mavericks limited their trade discussions exclusively to the Lakers, Buss maintains that the arrangement benefited all parties involved, at least in theory. As the regular season winds down, time will tell which team ultimately gained the upper hand in this franchise-altering exchange.